Hello, everyone, and welcome to Slamfire Radio. This is episode 376 for October 15th, 2020. I'm one of your hosts, Adriel.
I'm another one, Trevor.
And
The only other one.
The only other one for today.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. It's just the short crew, the short bus crew today.
Listen, I'm not saying my bus was short, but there was only me and the driver. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Chris said some saw it. Maybe the Facebook stats were just a little bit behind.
What? Slow? Like the hosts? Nonsense.
I mean, we're only 1 day behind. I mean,
fair.
Yeah.
We've completely thrown off the routine.
Yeah, but, why don't we get into what we did in guns this week? What we did in guns this week is brought to you by the Calgary Shooting Centre, Canada's premier firearms retailer. Right now, they have the Remington SP10 10-gauge Goose Gun semi-auto 10-gauge. It's got a 30-inch barrel, excellent condition. Comes with 3 extra new Briley extended chokes, a soft gun case, and I don't know, kill the hell out of some geese, I guess, because 10 gauge is 2 more than 12 gauge. So, what kind of load do those things throw? A 10 gauge, 10 gauge, load.
Like the weight of the shot in a 10 gauge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if we're talking 1 ounce, 1 1/8, 1 and how big do 12 gauge go? I'm just thinking 2 3/4. You get into a 3.5 inch 12 gauge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but then you're getting into more of like a cylinder instead of like a nice big pattern that's not quite as
because
all the lead's in a train, right?
Yeah,
no, it's not volume because it's not like a big wide pattern that's moving all at once.
Okay, so
it's like a 410. You can get a lot of lead into a 410 and it just shoots it out in a long cylinder of lead rather than giving a nice big pattern.
So what I want to know is apples versus apples, the amount of weight of the payload in a 12 gauge 3.5 inch, is it the same or more or less than a 10 gauge? And 12 gauge comes in mini shells all the way up to 3.5. What about 10 gauge? Can you get different length 10 gauges as well, or is 10 gauge 10 gauge?
I don't think you're going to get like your little Aguila minis in 10 gauge or anything like that. I don't think so.
But I'm wondering about like bigger. Like, is there, pretty much the standard for a 12 gauge is 2 3/4. But when we start talking about, and we can go up to 3.5.
1 3/8. I'm looking at some like steel shot for 10 gauge, 3.5 inch shell length, 1 3/8 ounce.
Okay, and compare that to a 3.5 inch Magnum 12 gauge.
I don't know. Feels like the same thing, but wider.
And feelings are what matter.
Yep. Also, Calgary Shooting Centre, you can get a local customer bonus of 3 boxes of Winchester ammo and another 20 boxes available for purchase at $25 each to the purchase. So
you can't beat that.
Well, if you need a bunch of 10 gauge.
Crap in the comments here already on Facebook. I got Derek Merriweather saying, "How can you be hosting when you should be in Halifax? Or should be on the road to Nova Scotia or in Nova Scotia?" Yeah, surprise. I couldn't go to the Atlantics. I'm supposed to be on my way to the IPSC Atlantic Championships to compete for Team New Brunswick in the Classic team. But COVID and our dear doctor.
I hear it's a massive outbreak in Campbellton, even way worse than Edmonton, probably.
Slow down. We still have, for the entire province of New Brunswick, during the entire pandemic, we still didn't reach as many total cases as Edmonton had yesterday alone. Okay, so like Edmonton, the city of Edmonton's new cases yesterday, just for yesterday, far exceeds the total number that New Brunswick has had for the entire pandemic. Okay, we're doing just fine in our bubble.
Yeah, most definitely it was. Yeah.
So
they announced yesterday, I think it was like 177 or something like that.
Oh, so that was a slow day for you guys.
Ontario was a decent day, but that's just Edmonton. That's just Edmonton, not Alberta. Just Edmonton.
So my numbers are off a little bit because we're slightly over 200 for the entire pandemic.
Wow, outbreak.
I know. They're freaking right out. So anyway, the public health advised against non-essential travel outside of Zone 5. And so I pulled out the Atlantics, and I've been regretting it pretty hard for 3 days because it's like, why did I get suckered in? This is, again, as much ado about nothing. But anyway, for the first time since this pandemic, and we're not going to name names, so I'll explain why later, but for the first time since this pandemic, I finally know someone who has it. I know well, now I know multiple people, no less than 3. Yeah. So
I still don't know anyone who has coronavirus. Personally, I don't personally know anyone who has coronavirus.
Manderson, I hope you're dining on Peters. Manderson's giving me crap. Mark Price is giving me crap. Wild Bill, they're all in Nova Scotia to bumps, where I should be.
They're away from the plague that is plaguing Campbellton.
Yeah, they're in a pretty common sense province right now, unlike my red Tory leader.
Well, why don't you start us off? What have you done?
I did nothing.
Guns?
I did nothing. I even forgot to take a gun out for tonight's show. I don't even know what guns look like. I haven't.
Were you on last week? Maybe it's been 2 weeks.
Last week, what was I doing last week? Homework, maybe. I didn't have any assignments this week because Thanksgiving apparently. So a little break there, and we were shut down our school last week for 2 days. And I believe Thursday was one of the days, but
yeah, anyway, the outbreaks, right? The massive outbreaks.
In
Campbellton.
Yeah. They could be all over Restigouche County, but no, it's Campbellton.
And like pretty much, like from what I've been reading on the news, pretty much everyone in Campbellton's got it.
Oh yeah. I mean, we're working on herd immunity, right? If you tell me you got it, I go up and lick your eyeball. And
you already got it once as well, right?
4 times now.
You just want to lick their eyeballs. You're just
all about
the eyeball licking. Yeah.
How else are you going to keep somebody's eyeball moist if you don't go around licking it?
Mm-hmm. You got anything else you want to talk about for guns?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. I put a T97 on layaway. I used to just buy them outright, but then RC cars happened, so now I have to put that shit on layaway.
All right. That's like moving in. That's going in the other direction.
Yeah. So, did you guys announce last week that Denny had some in stock?
We certainly did. Yep. Awesome. Gen 3s, right?
Yeah, which probably resulted in mine getting sold.
I'm curious.
Well, it's just ergonomics. They may have. I don't know. I mean. I don't know. I had a Gen 1 and it worked the very best. I never had a problem. As far as reliability, function, accuracy, it was, dare I say, better than a 180.
You dare. Because that's pretty easy.
Yep, fair enough. So, yeah, no, that's it for me, man. What about you? What did you get up to?
Let's see. Thanksgiving, and then I went like rabbit and squirrel hunting with my boys and some of my nephews, and took them out, shot some squirrels and rabbits, and ate them, as you do for Thanksgiving.
As you do, yeah. As one would, as it were.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then came back, and was that on Monday? Yeah, that was on Monday. I worked a little bit on Monday, and then I went to the range. Got my hunting rifle, kind of a rough sight in. I think I'm going to take it again tomorrow after I'm done the maple seed, and just fire off some more rounds with it because it's brand new. I need to work that barrel in a little bit. What else did I do at the range? I got to shoot my Captain Andy special, the Norinco 1911.
The
sweetness, yeah, and it worked pretty good.
Reliability, no problem. You didn't have to respring it or anything.
No. I didn't have to ring spring it. It was fine.
Because, man, when Filthy put a red dot on his Glock, the Glock was cranky. It did not take well to it initially.
What kind of recoil spring did he have? Did he have the factory one?
Yeah.
This is not a factory recoil spring in here.
Yeah. Well,
you resprung this to something super duper light. Like there's like nothing. I can do this with like a pinky probably. There's just no weight to it whatsoever.
It's a 9 pound.
Yeah. So accuracy was really good. So I would say like at the 50, I was 50 meters. I was shooting like a little 6-inch plate, really reliably, just boom, boom, boom. making hits on it. For raw speed, I'm still not there. It's still slower than iron sights.
Mhm.
And I still don't trust it enough to like run it at a match, because I felt like just pulling it up, I got to like do the hunt.
Are you
type
looking
thing
for
every
it?
once in a while? Every
Yeah.
once in a while. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, because at home when I was doing it, I'd pull it up and I'd be like, where is the thing? But on the range, just from the holster, it felt fine. I think I just needed to be in the range setting, to be standing up, to be pulling out, drawing where I think it's going to be.
Yeah.
Because like my address and draw from seated is quite different. So that was all right. Brought out my boys 243, and that thing's just deadly right now. So
yeah,
found a round that it really likes. Cabela's got like this, what is it, like green box, like Herders or something like that. It's like their house brand ammo, and it is just deadly in that thing, just sub-inch all day long. Cranking like the little 4-inch, 5-inch plates at 300, no problem. So it's looking really good. Mine,
really,
yeah, really looking really good. So if push comes to shove and I don't feel like lugging my like heavy ass 6.5 Creedmoor, I'm gonna take that because it's nice and light. It's got like a little baby stock on it because it's like the youth model, but whatever, it's fine. Just, like deer aren't bulletproof. A 243 will do fine on them.
It's like the 243. I think was designed. I'm just talking out of my ass, but I mean it's like a whitetail cartridge.
It's whitetail and
whitetail
coyote.
Cartridge.
It's right in the middle. If you want to go for deer and coyote, 243.
Yeah, but I'd shoot a coyote with a 300 Win Mag if you let me. I mean, so I don't.
I usually shoot deer with deer. I usually shoot coyotes with deer calibers because I'm out deer hunting and a coyote comes across my path and I will never let it go.
No, why would you?
No. Well, I mean, because you're waiting for deer, but who cares? Yeah. So that was my range trip, and then Gray Birch had this sale for Thanksgiving. They had like 15% off all their products, and they also had free shipping. They've got this almost ready 1022. It's the Magpul XT X22 stock, their carbon fiber barrel, and their custom receiver, and the whole thing's $599.
Oh, damn!
But with 15% off, it was like $520, I think, after taxes, somewhere around there.
Oh.
Which, okay, the barrel's $400. It's a carbon fiber wrap barrel.
The barrel
receiver
Kelly
is
just got is Gray Birch, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So barrel is how much?
$400. Receiver $250.
Okay.
The stocks are like $225. Yep. So
and they got all this for how much?
$599, and like with the 15% off, I think I was down to like $520 shipped.
How could they? I don't think they're going to make money.
No, not on that. No. So, anyways, I bought one of those. I'm like, wait a minute.
I can math. I
gotta do this. So
this is math for me, not math for them.
Yeah, I'm so one of those, and I have to put in it a BX trigger with a little mag release there.
Well, it's not a Matador, but whatever.
It's good enough. I got a Kid bolt buffer. I got a Delask nice barrel whatchamacallit, and I got let me get
whatchamacallit, eh?
Yeah, that's the barrel whatchamacallit.
We are professionals, kids.
Yeah. And I got the Delask. What is this? The bolt that has the diamond cut around it. Yeah, it's a custom bolt.
Diamond checkering or whatever.
Yeah, diamond checkering on it.
Diamond etching.
Oh, there we go. Now my camera's like zoomed in on it. So that's what that looks like.
Yeah.
These do clean better than the Ruger bolts. The Ruger bolts are like cast; they're a little bit rough, and you need to scrub them a little bit.
Porous, and the stuff gets into the pores, and it just
Whereas this is I don't know, a little bit sharper, I guess. So I think I'm going to build that into like a long range 22 build because it's a 16-inch barrel. I might as well, right?
It just sounds funny. Long range in 22.
Yeah. It's got a 20 MOA rail built in. I've got rings that'll add on another 15. I got to think about a scope, though. I got to think.
Well, now, I mean, you might as well shoot a mile. Holy jeez.
Yeah. Well,
I wonder what the record is. Hold on a second.
No, it's way out there. They get these crazy rings that like jack up the back of it, and they're micrometer adjustable rings.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, they go way out there.
This has got to be it. So this is definitely a thing. So what is the world record for hitting a target with a 22?
How big a target?
I mean, well, whatever. MOA, like I'll call it MOA. You shoot, when they shoot a kilometer, they're shooting a sheet of plywood. If they hit it, they say they hit it. You know what I mean? Like, so how big of a target? You got to scale it, let's say, but I wonder what it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know the last time I looked, it was far, and they had these crazy rings to do it. For me, I just want something that's practical that I can, shoot gophers with way out there and hit them. The hitting them part is.
You need to build a 300 meter 22, like something that shoots reliably.
My other one would
meters.
do 300.
Yeah.
My bolt would do 300. Now I want a semi that'll do 300, and I might as well just throw like all the nicest stuff in it, right?
Yeah, 300 for rimfire is the new 100.
It's too easy. Too many of us are doing it now.
Yeah. Thank you, PRS.
Yeah, it does make it quite a bit easier. So I'm thinking about a scope. What kind of scope I should put on there? If you guys have some suggestions. Oh, Mike Heineck says over 1,000 yards on a 4-foot sheet. That's pretty good.
With a rimfire.
Yeah.
Hello for dead calm.
It probably just like bounces off like the sheet. It's a 4-foot like bed sheet, and
I'll literally stand down there and catch it. I'll be like, right here, dude. Right here, I got it.
Got me.
What was that? Was that a bee or was that the round?
Yeah. So I gotta think of a scope. I've got a couple of the Cabela's Covenant 4s. They've got a couple of Cabela's Covenant 7 that's got a 34 millimeter tube. I don't know what kind of like elevation it's got on it though. And then there's also the Athlon. They've got some scopes as well. I don't want to spend like $1,000 on a scope and put it on a 22, even though that it already is $1,000 22. Just opposed to it for some reason. But
why?
Yeah, Mike's saying Athlon. I trust Mike. Which model of scope, Mike? And I'll go get that one. Let's see. I've got a maple seed this weekend at Sherwood Park. It was supposed to snow, and there's not that much snow out there, so that's nice. It's still gonna be cold. It's gonna be like -10, but it'll be good.
Don't you guys have like 2 feet of snow usually by now in Alberta?
It depends. It really depends. Like I remember
your seasons are so weird, man. It's like flicking a light switch. Summer, winter.
Yeah.
Winter. Oh my God, it's hot.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like that. This year it's been a little bit cool in the fall, but soon.
Any
I remember
spots left for that maple seed?
Well, one person wants to pull out, so I guess if someone else wants to grab that spot, they could.
All right. Speaking of pulling out, there you go, Kurt.
What else?
Did you see that meme of the 10 kids and the mother holding the babies? Dude couldn't pull out of a driveway. Did you see?
Yes, I did. Yeah. Let's see what else. I ordered a 1022 mag charger. Caldwell's got this thing. You stick the mag in, you like shake the bullets around in there, and you start cranking on this thing, and it loads up a 1022 mag. So I got one of those because.
Is this for the handicapped? I don't understand.
It's
severe arthritis.
Faster. I think it's faster.
Look, the time I showed a guy at the range my new Apula mag loader, he looked me right in the eye and said, "Dude, even my wife loads her own mags."
But does she do it as fast as you do? Do her fingers wear out after a whole day? Questions.
Yeah.
Questions that need answering. What else did I get? Okay, so I got that. Shadow trigger. I got a single action one on the way.
What?
I'll keep my double action just in case I want to shoot some IPSC or shoot some pistol stuff, but kind of want to try the single action. Yeah, might as well.
Interesting.
And Tenda was blowing out their which ones were they? One of the cheap, crappy parts manufacturers. 8-round,
Remington?
870 extensions. No,
oh yeah,
not ATI extensions.
Oh Jesus.
Okay. They were $9.
So
I bought a bunch of them.
Why?
Because they were $9. I don't even have an 870 right now. I bought like 4 of them.
Okay, 1, you don't have an 870. 2, they're plastic ATI. They're $9. Why are you throwing your money away? Give me half the money. I'll kick you in the nuts. It'll be less painful.
So cheap.
Just because they're cheap doesn't mean
I had to.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's about it for me. So,
All
yeah, why don't we head on to upcoming events? Trevor, would you be able to take this? I just hear my kids screaming downstairs.
Okay, fair enough. Telos Alpha is the sponsor of upcoming events. They're a Canadian digital agency that works exclusively in the firearms vertical. They help with business processes, strategic planning, websites, e-commerce, and battling the stigma the industry carries with banks, merchant processors, and social media. If you'd like to learn more, you can do so at telosalpha.com. So there are spots available at a Maple Seed in Woodview. No province listed. So if you're listening and you don't know what province Woodview is in, take it up with probably Kelly. Lady guns. That's a lady shooting thing. So I'm only talking to the non-penis people right now. Thursday, October 8th, Calgary Shooting Center. If you don't go, you're a communist. $30, all levels. Again, I think we determined that all levels was your ranking in Dungeons and Dragons. And no PAL required. Chances are, if you're listening to this, you have a PAL. Thursday, October 22nd at the Shooting Edge. Once again, all levels, no PAL. Visit Lady Guns on Facebook for more details.
Yeah.
Just in time for the news, Adriel.
Right.
Adriel, where's Woodview?
I feel like I should know this.
I feel like whoever put it in the show notes should have listed what province Woodview is in. There's a Maple Seed in Woodview. Woodview fucking where?
Oh, Ontario.
Woodview, Newfoundland.
Ontario.
Woodview. Thank you. Jesus Christ. That's so fucking hard.
That's the Johnson Ranch. We talked about that one last week.
So what if somebody's listening for the first time ever? They think I'm an asshole, which I'm totally okay with. And two, they may not have ever heard us talk about the Johnson Ranch.
Yeah. Johnson Ranch, Woodview.
There you go.
Private
Woodview,
event.
the Johnson
Very good.
Ranch.
Join. Go for it.
News, bud. Select shooting supplies. $1,000. What's that about?
That's the donations to the legal.
Oh, these donations. It says so right there. Okay, cool. So, Select Shooting Supplies. I feel like I should know them. They're a dealer, aren't they? They're a store.
Retailer,
yeah. $1,000. Awesome. Owen Sound Revolver Club, $2,500. The Elkford Rod and Gun Club, $3,000. Halliburton Country Marksman Club, $2,000. The Toronto Revolver Club, $2,500. Eagle Firearms Limited, $1,288. North Grey Bruce Rod and Gun Club, $1,000. Maple Leaf Marksman Rifle and Revolver Club, $5,100. Onaway Fishing Game Association, $1,110. Kappas Casing Rod and Gun Club, $1,000. Indian Head Wildlife Federation, $1,000. So thank you so much to all those people at all those associations that made those donations possible. If you're a member of any of these clubs or shooting associations, thank you very much. And keep that coming, guys. Every week, man, we list between like 5 and 10 of these things. It's really encouraging to see the community coming together and back in the CCFR and that legal challenge.
Yeah, it's necessary. A couple of news articles. I didn't feel like putting them in because they were just speculation. There was one. I can't remember. I think it was Globe and Mail put it out, and they were talking about how the Liberals are planning on banning handguns with municipalities, and it's like, yeah, okay, great. No real new information there. There was another one that said that the Liberals were planning on banning like other semi-automatic firearms, and their basis was anything that's semi-automatic, large magazine, and is popular, they're going to ban because it was in some old platform promise that they had. Again, no new information, so I just didn't choose to put it in here just because I couldn't be bothered.
I love your honesty.
Well, and because there's nothing new that we're going to add because it wasn't a news item. It was just speculation and confirmation of what we've already previously reported on.
Sure. Fair enough.
Yeah. Now our next sponsor for new gun stuff is Bolt Action Coffee. Slamfire Radio is a Bolt Action Coffee brand ambassador. If you want to get your discount, we have one now. Oh, that's a tall glass. Oof, that's a lot of Crown Royal.
It's not though. Look what's left. It's a 40 that Manderson gave me. Oh shit! A long time ago. So I'm really embarrassed.
That's fine. Yeah, I get after it.
There'll be nothing left after tonight's show. I promise you that. It's Friday. I'm supposed to be in Halifax. All the guys are there. They love to remind me in the comments.
God, I don't have to. I don't feel like editing. This swears out because if you're going to be drinking that whole thing, there's going to be a couple today.
There's already been a couple, and I've only had one. So can you fucking well imagine what's coming?
Parents with kids in the room. Now, that's your fair warning.
Trevor's drinking whiskey. Hide the women and children.
If you want your discount at Bolt Action Coffee, Slamfire. Slamfire is your discount code. That'll get you some discount. New gun stuff.
I just want to talk about the coffee again. Sadly, I'm almost out of my scopes up. If you're a coffee snob like me and you drink your coffee black like you're supposed to, and you've got a French press or some other fancy pants way of enjoying your brew, it starts with a good bean. And I've had $40 a bag coffee and $4 a bag coffee and everything in between. This stuff is good coffee, guys. I don't just drink Maxwell House. Like I'm a coffee snob, like I'm a whiskey snob and a beer snob and a cigar snob. This is good coffee. All right.
Which one comes in the red bin? It's not Maxwell House, but it's something very similar. It's very pedestrian.
It's probably Sanka.
Yeah, whatever.
Sorry. You said it was time for the children to leave. Not Filthy. Filthy's calling his son into the room. Yeah, I can hear it now. Mini-me, Trevor's on the internet drunk again. Get in here quick.
Gonna be good.
Folgers. It comes in the red.
Yes, the Folgers is the one I got. Yep. New gun stuff. Okay, there's an exciting one.
Oh,
you ready? This is you should. Hey, maybe you should save up. Maybe you should save up instead of buying a T97.
Oh, what's up? What's
this? Got a not prohibited FRT.
What? CZ Bren?
Bren 2MS.
But it doesn't matter.
Pistol version.
It doesn't matter.
And it got a restricted classification. Now, previous try on the Bren, the 805, I believe, came out as prohibited. It didn't pass muster. This one's restricted.
I remember this. This is so that we could get a 10-round mag for a CZ8. No, never mind.
No, this is going to be the best AR alternative for around $2,000 in Canada. That's what they're thinking. Well, yeah, it's a pistol, so there is no stock.
No way.
You add the stock, you add the barrel, or wait until they start swapping in barrels. This will be similar to the ACR, right? ACR originally had a restricted length barrel,
right?
And they started swapping barrels in to make them NR. And
this is exciting.
This
is sexy.
It's sexy. It's reliable. It's 223 or 762 by 39. That's why you see that like banana mag on that thing.
Mag. Basically cut a man in two.
Yep. And anyway, so those are going to be coming into Canada.
Yeah, but like Filthy said, it's restricted for now until it's not, right? Until it's banned.
Maybe. I don't know. You can treat it like that, or you can just buy what's left over and not worry about it.
And lose it again. Bullpups are safe, man, because they can't make... Well, no, nothing is safe, obviously. They do what they want with the OIC.
Yeah.
They'll do. I guess the logic I was going to say is that there's no way they can say a bullpup is a variant of an AR-15, but I mean, that's really foolish of me to say. So.
Yeah, giving them enough gasoline in a brown paper bag, and they'll say all sorts of stuff as an AR-15.
Exactly.
I'd imagine that's how it gets classified.
No, anyways, probably exactly.
Yeah, there's the Bren 2. Those are going to be coming into country. That's very, very interesting for us. And who announced that? Crafm, CRAFM, Crafm. I think that's what they're called. Yep.
Yeah.
They announced that change, and they're like, "Hey, this thing's coming in." So
Frank Nardi out of Montreal.
Neat. This next one. So if you have a 180 and you're like, you know what, I kind of want to shoot a deer with this thing, and you don't really feel like doing it with the 223, you could get an upper that is 762 by 39. This is the Spectre version. So this is the newer, like the WS MCR version of the upper. Yeah. It's a little bit pricey, $1,000, but I don't know. If you already have the lower, who cares? Just buy one of these, and then you've got a complete upper with bolt and all the other fixins that need to go in there, and you just stick on a lower and just have one lower, I guess. You guys did that with ARs, right?
Left side charging handle only, but that's okay because that's where it should be unless you're broken.
And they made a change on those so that you can't put the charging handle on the right. It's like welded up. All it's got is the port, which I think is the way to go.
Why not a Troy PAR? Because it's a pump action.
It's the accuracy. I found the accuracy on them to be so bad.
Yeah, McClatchy actually sent his PAR back, trying to figure out like what in God's name is going on. He tried a bunch of factory ammo, loaded a bunch of ammo, and it still would only hold a 4-inch. And then they got probably just one 1-inch group, sent him the gun back in the target. And I can't remember how it worked out after that. If he kept it or sold it, I don't remember. But yeah, PARs are known.
He still has it, but yeah, they're very
accurate.
picky. My buddy Will had one, and with most ammo, it would give like a 4 to 6 MOA group, except one kind of ammo. I can't even remember what it was. Some weird ammo. It gave like 1-inch groups
and a ridiculous fluted chamber.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
which made the brass look strange if you were going to reload it. I don't think in the end it actually mattered, but yeah, fluted chamber. For what it's worth of mentioning it, I don't know.
Yeah, it's worth mentioning. Mike was mentioning that AJ Stewart was the guy that hit at 1,004 yards, and he had to use 113 mils of elevation. That is it's a lot of mils. I don't even know how much that is.
Totally a waste of time and resources just to say, yeah, I did that.
But he's famous now.
Oh, is he?
Mm-hmm.
Is he really? Joe Rogan is famous. No, this guy's not famous.
There's like Joe Rogan famous, and then there's like the guy who shot 1,000 yards. He's like somewhere around here. I don't know. There's no grading here. There is some fame there, and he gets to say he did it. When he's talking to his buddies who are like, I just shot 1,000 yards the other day. It's like, yeah, me too, with a 22, and just tries to fit that into every conversation. It's like if you're a vegan and you got to like get it into every conversation.
You can't wait. Yeah. This guy walks up to men in the bathroom. There's 14 empty urinals. He's stuck right next to him. Did you know I shot 1,000 yards with a 22? Yeah, he's that guy. Yep, you're right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The PARs are very picky on ammo. You gotta try like 10 different kinds of ammo just to find one that might work.
Yeah.
So one of the things we wanted to do for our main topic today was do a dial-in show. So call in. We don't really have a topic to talk about when you call in. Just call in.
It's up to them. Just call
about something. Yeah.
Make fun of Adriel.
Yeah, why not? Yeah. Okay. I've got the dial-in numbers. So pick a number that's local to you, so that you're not paying for long distance. I've just popped that up on Facebook, and then you'll have to put
doing
in
it. I was going to do it. Are you doing it?
Oh, I already did the thing.
Oh, you did the thing.
Yeah. Well, I had it handy.
I'm doing it again.
Okay, good.
It's done twice now. Yeah, there you go. Just now.
Doubly as good. Yep.
Right.
Call in. You'll go into a waiting room, and then we'll start admitting you guys as you are calling in. So pick a number that's local to you, and join the show. And in the meantime,
what should we do for our Halloween special this year?
Zombie defense? Zombie offense? I watched Zombieland 2. You watch that yet?
Did you? Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, I could barely remember it, but
it wasn't super memorable. It's about the same as the first one. Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah. Let's see if anyone dials in here.
No, as you said, there's some hoops they have to go through.
Yeah. I tried dialing
Joey.
a little bit earlier. It's kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, you got to, and then there's a code or something.
Yeah. Oh, we got our first caller in.
Oh.
Hello. You're on the air with Slamfire.
Hey, guys. It's Chris here.
Hey, man. Sorry, what was the name? I didn't catch it.
Chris.
Oh,
Chris.
hey, Chris. How are you, man?
Good. How are you doing, guys?
Good. Chris from where?
Chris from Vaughan, which is Toronto GTA. But
Yeah, that one I knew.
I'm from Toronto.
Center of the
Don't say that
universe.
I'm from Toronto. No.
No, Vaughn.
Yeah.
Awesome. What's going on, man?
Yeah, I've got something that I've been bothered by in quite a long time.
Is it Adriel? Because I can fire him. No? Okay.
Well, no, it's the other blackface guy and his cronies. We are having the same pretty much group of people who are dialing into and listening to the podcast, who are following CCFR or whatever other rifle or gun association in Canada, and we are talking to each other, even if it's like 20, 30, 50,000 people. I'm concerned that we are not reaching out to others, and if we don't get the numbers, we will not vote out those who are anti-gun. So really, it's an open question to everybody. What can we do to go out? There's only so many friends that we have that we probably have already talked to, and it's still not going to be enough. So again, that's an open question. I don't have an answer, but that frustrates me.
I think one of the things that's happening right now that addresses this question that is more impactful than anything that we've seen possibly ever in the history of Canadian firearms advocacy is the CCFR taking to mainstream television. So who goes to a gun show? Gunnies. Who goes to the gun range? Gunnies. And maybe someone that they met at the office who wanted to try it. They've always been curious. But it's like, oftentimes people don't know about us because we are not mainstream. We're hidden back the woods at gun ranges. We're in our own little private groups on the internet. We have to hide on the internet now so we don't get deplatformed. So you're right. How does the everyday average either anti or person on the fence know where we are and what we're doing? And we need to go to where they are. So they're in their homes. How do we reach them in their homes? Through mainstream media. All these explainer videos that Rod started to do that would get shared all over Twitter and Facebook, and that's all fine and well because everybody has a social media account these days. But getting on mainstream television through documentaries and TV shows like CCFR Downrange TV, I think is it the end all and be all? No. But I think it's a huge step in the right direction to reach those people that we normally can't reach because we don't have access to them.
I really like the idea of getting people from your office, from your job, getting them out to the range as well, because that's a little bit more random. Like if I take friends and family to the range, yeah, they're all gunnies or they're all sympathetic to the cause, I guess. But people from the office, random space, basically a random selection of Canadians. So if more firearms owners out there take their people from the office out to the range every once in a while, that has a better chance of reaching people that we wouldn't normally reach.
Yeah, I agree with that. I even tried that. I had the date arranged for some folks for April, which is exactly when the pandemic came and the ranges were closed for anybody, right? So you had to cancel it. Now my range is only members, no visitors, no questions asked whatsoever, and the range is down to every second lane only open and everything like that. There are some people who will never be convinced because and that's fine, right?
Yeah, both ends of the spectrum, right, Chris? I mean, we'll never not be gunnies, and some of them will never be gunnies. We're not after them. We're after the fence sitters, right?
Yeah, but based on what I see, people who are open-minded, they understand. And when I forward the links to the CCTV videos on YouTube, I had cops coming back to me. Well, I didn't know about many of the things that I mentioned, right? So those people are understanding, and that's all right. But still, no matter what happens, there are a lot of people who are, I think, brainwashed. You say mainstream media and WOW TV. I had cable TV for maybe 1 year, 15 years ago. And something that's on cable, I wouldn't call it mainstream. And how many people really watch TV? How many people reach out to the newspapers and stuff? It's really social media, and with a lot of topics being censored, right? That's getting more and more difficult.
Yeah, because
again, I'm not trying to be difficult and pessimistic. I'm looking for what I can do, and I've been trying to do my piece, right? Yep. But again, we need numbers.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You raise a good point. And I mean, mainstream media is controlled completely by the left. So people are banned and shadow banned all the time. And mainstream media, not a heck of a lot better. And like you, I also got rid of my cable. It's been more recent than you, but I got rid of it because there wasn't any point in paying for it, because none of the content that I was paying for I consumed. So, but there's still a heck of a lot of people out there that do watch regular television, and
I would say like the other thing on newspapers, like no one reads a newspaper these days, but online. Those newspapers always all have online news stories and then that kind of thing. So writing an opinion piece for a newspaper, for online newspaper, is probably still something that's got some value to it. One thing that I saw someone do recently here, we had a charity match at Chaz for 3 Gun. We donated this large amount to this children's foundation, and I saw some people using that story to get in places that they wouldn't normally get into.
Yeah, definitely.
One of the ones was on Reddit r Edmonton. It's like Reddit is pretty left, like as a whole, very, very left. That sub, extremely left. That post, super well liked, and people were like, "Oh, I didn't even know this was happening. Hey, good job!" And it was 100% positive. And it was talking about a 3 Gun match, raising money for kids. So I think that was a really good opportunity to
we can
introduce to people who didn't know about it this really interesting positive thing that came out of shooting that they just never would have thought about.
Forgot about how powerful that is, Adriel. I mean, the charity shoot at my club last time, we donated money to a breakfast program at a high school. That got media attention. Mm-hmm. Last year, the most successful charity shoot in the history of the podcast charity shoot, donated the money to a women's shelter. That got media attention. So if gun owners can get media attention by donating money to charity, particularly charities that may be considered like left-leaning, sympathetic to the left, right? Then those left-leaning people who aren't necessarily by nature anti-gun because of their leanings towards the left could then come to our side, or at least not vote against us.
Yeah.
I'll let others dial in and talk. Thanks very much. Great show. And, fingers crossed, and we'll not give up.
Thank you very much, Chris.
Thanks.
All right. Next caller, Paul, is coming on.
Paul!
Oh, he's still connecting to audio.
Is he still connecting?
He's still connecting.
I know which Paul this is. This is exciting. My IPSC brother from another monitor, from the Rock, no less. Maybe he's got cheap Newfoundland cell phone connection or something. That's why he can't connect.
Yeah, maybe. Always fun hooking up.
Of course, the danger here is Paul's at a pub with a bunch of my fellow...
Yeah, I'm here.
There he is.
Hey.
Who's all with you?
Oh, we got myself, Mike, Monty, John, Andrew, and Tracy.
You got the whole team or what?
Yeah, Rick's en route. He'll be here 10 o'clock tomorrow.
Oh, Jesus. Why so late?
He's working up in Labrador.
Oh, the match will be half over by the time he hits the ground.
Yeah, I think Jim's or someone sent him someone to pick him up at the airport.
Not that it's going to matter. I mean,
no.
Yeah. So, hey, man, what's going on? Good of you guys to call in.
Yeah, I was excited. I was actually really disappointed when I found out that you and Muffin were going to make it.
Yeah, it sucks bad. I don't know if it was the right decision. At the time, it seemed like the thing to do, but there's a lot of regret now because you know what I mean? Like, it makes no difference.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. You know. It's a tough decision no matter how you play it.
Yeah, but I can't go down there and spread what I don't have, right?
Yeah, we hear you.
It's bullshit, Trevor.
Yeah, man, I hear you. It is. It is.
Yeah.
But you guys will just have to Get her done.
Oh yeah, we'll put on a good show for you.
Oh, I'm sure. Get lots of video.
Oh, absolutely. I'll load up the Instagram.
Yeah, right on. You shooting standard this weekend?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Awesome. So, do you guys have anything you want to talk about, or you just want to make me feel bad? What is it? What's going on
No,
here?
I just wanted to call in and say hello.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And make you feel bad a little bit, man.
A little bit.
We feel bad for you, actually.
Yeah, I should be there, boys. It's not right.
No, it's not right.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but we got lots of time in the future.
Well, listen, we'll do it up right at SummerSlam Nationals next year.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we look forward to that.
Yeah, I'll be. What number do I call to book a room at Chateau for a lot?
You have Facebooked a wife.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Deal.
But no dick pics. None of yours,
Can't
anyway.
make any promises. Can't make any promises.
Fair enough. I forgot who I was talking to. Like I always say, listen, if you get a dick pic from me, you'll know it's not mine because of the color, the size, and the species. I can promise you that.
Yes. Yeah. but same.
Yeah. All right, you kids be good.
For sure.
All right. Good luck. Have fun.
Thanks, buddy. Have a good night.
All right. Bye. Oh, this sucks. And mute yourself if you're going to make fun of me.
You didn't go out of an abundance of caution. Was that the idea?
What's that now?
You didn't go out of an abundance of caution.
Abundance of caution. Yeah. The Dr. Russell, the head doctor there for New Brunswick, said that if you're in a zone that went back to orange, which my zone did, you should avoid all non-essential travel. And I was like, well, it's really not essential to go to the Atlantic. And between now and then, I'm sure we'll still be in orange, and I don't know if things are going to get worse or not. So if I pull out now, I'll get my reservation money back. He can fill my spot, that sort of thing. So, and the three of us on the classic team, except for Joel, that new guy who came to New Brunswick, was supposed to be him and me, Pat and Muffin, on the classic team. And so 3 of the 4 pulled out. So New Brunswick probably doesn't have a classic team anymore. I wouldn't know. I sent IPSC New Brunswick an email to say I couldn't attend, and I never heard nothing from anybody. So I don't know what happened.
Interesting.
I finally got my money back from the Canadian Nationals. So that's a thing. So I withdrew in March. Once the pandemic hit, I knew the Nationals would be canceled, so I withdrew. I sent multiple emails to the match director, got no reply. I finally got the money back, less a $15 cancellation penalty. What bank charges like $15? So $15.
How much was it overall?
The fee, or what do you mean?
Yeah, the overall fee, because the
overall fee was like $300.
Oh, that's why. Because like if you do it with Stripe through Practice Score,
no, it wasn't Stripe. It was all EMT. It wasn't through Practice Score.
I don't know. I don't know why they would put a processing fee on EMT. Like on Stripe, yeah, because there's always
no it's the match director. So $15 times 300. That's a chunk of change.
What is that? 15 over 300. Is that 5%? 5%. It sounds like a processing fee for like a credit card, but it's not if it's a EMT.
Right.
If it's an EMT, there's no charge. It's free. So who cares? Like if it was credit card and you had to refund a whole whack of people, then you got to keep your 15. Was that how most people paid?
That was your only payment option, to the best of my knowledge.
Was EMT or Practice Score?
No, there was no Practice Score. It was EMT.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, it should just be a full refund because there's no reason not to. It's not like.
Yeah. But I'm wondering where did this $15 have to go? What expense was incurred to take $15 per person at 300 people?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never put on big weight. I did put on big matches. So, we got anybody else lined up? Anybody in the waiting room?
Nope. That's it for now.
Oh. Well, you all had your chance, didn't you?
They all had the chance. Only 2 of them were just had to get on and talk.
Well, Chris did awesome, and then the boys were just trying to guilt me. That's all. You know.
Krista did do awesome. There's I think a lot of things that we can and should do. I think that getting exposure to people who aren't our audience is the right thing to do. There's a couple of different stories that are really interesting to go with. I think like raising money for sick kids is a fantastic option if you can use it. But aside from that, there's a couple. I think that
gotta go mainstream. You gotta, like, archery was the same thing, man. Whenever somebody would see the kind of bows that we had for hunting or the kind of bows that we had for target shooting, they'd be like, I didn't even know this was a thing. Yeah, that's because we hide in church basements and school gyms where the public doesn't see us or nobody exists. You know how I discovered archery? They set up a shooting range in the hallway at the mall during Valentine's Day as a promotional event, and I stumbled upon an archery club. They came to where the people were. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying we have an IPSC match in a mall, but I am saying we have a 3-gun match in a mall. And that'll probably get us some attention. Negative, yes, I know. But, as long as we're not dressed like mall ninjas and have like bowling shirts on, we should be fine. My point is, we got to stop hiding back the woods. We need to make the shooting sports mainstream somehow.
Yeah, I think that, like we've talked about this before, but like there's two kind of angles to take firearms advocacy. There is the angle of don't tell anyone about what loophole you found or what kind of thing you guys are doing because the public will find out and they'll want to ban it. Yeah, and there's the other angle of no, promote everything. Get as many new people in this as possible as fast as possible.
Well, talking about the 5-cent rivet and promoting shooting sports is two entirely different conversations. The person who doesn't know shit about shit doesn't care about the 5-cent rivet. But I know what you're saying.
I don't even know if they care about the LAR mags.
Some people are saying
no, they don't. 10-round mags.
No, the average person thinks we have 30-round mags anyway because they get all their information from American news sources and they can't tell the difference between America and Canada. So magazine capacity is not even a conversation.
Yeah,
you want to get people just to understand that there's more use for a firearm than killing shit. You need to make them aware of the shooting sports. Like, isn't one of the all-time winningest Olympians a female sporting clays or trap shooter? Like, she racked in more gold medals than anyone else in some
Canada period. Or just overall,
right? Did you ever see any Olympic coverage of shooting sports? No.
The biathlon.
Yeah, for 2 minutes, maybe.
Yeah.
Canada Games were here in 2003, and that's the only thing I wanted to see was biathlon because of guns.
It's really hard to do. Looks really hard.
Oh my God! You either be able to shoot or be able to ski. Because if you miss, you got to ski extra laps.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Talk about being able to find your natural point of aim and using the respiratory pause. You definitely need to use the respiratory pause because you're going.
Yeah. I suppose like one of the things I really liked about Rick's rimfire action guns was that like it was super like all the barriers taken out of to approachability. Like show up with a rimfire rifle or a pistol and low ready, no holster, shoot some steel stuff.
Steel challenge is the most accessible way to get into action shooting.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's the easiest to set up at any club. Yeah. Rimfire steel, super cheap.
Yep.
The risk is low. The ability to shoot one very like in a morning is very easy. You could do like 2-3 a day if you really needed to.
It's not intimidating to people because it's just a 22.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I mean, Mike was saying like competition shooting is the best way to get it mainstream. I think competition shooting is the best way to get like your acolytes, your like ambassadors for the sport. If we can get a bunch of people who are ambassadors and then they take people out from work and they do all these kinds of things to promote it, that starts to have some network effects. Not everyone has to competition shoot. There's probably a lot of people who just want to like plink or hunt. Yeah. Yeah.
I know it's always 1 or 2 people at a time, but I mean, you can't get 2 people without 1 person. You can't get 4 people without 2 people. I get it. I get all that, but
yeah.
It doesn't hit them over the head with a sledgehammer like they turn on their TV and they see Canada downrange.
or going to a 3-gun match, or going to the range when you think the range is not like
Dude,
doesn't
you
have
go to your
anything
living
going
room
on.
every day. The range is an hour away.
Yeah, but I don't watch TV.
I know, but the plebs do.
Yeah, some of them do. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like the hunters sighting in their rifles, showing up to the range and seeing like, whoa, what the hell's going on here? What are you guys doing? You guys are allowed to. You're allowed to do this? Is legal?
Yeah,
and then
I know.
and then getting into doing that. Yeah.
Rarely.
Yeah.
Like Rod said,
all the time. You get some people who are like, okay, I came out here to sight in my rifle. Now I can't because the whole range is being booked by this. But for just as many of those guys
on the website.
Yeah, it's always the same. It's always the same story. I think most people have to have that happen to them once before they start checking the schedule. But the other thing with about half the time, people are like, "Oh, I'm here anyways. I'm just gonna. Can I watch? Can I watch you guys?" It's like, yeah, and they're
I always
able
find
to.
that such a strange question. Can I watch? But I mean, whatever. You're just being polite.
You don't know the rules. I like the respect that it entails.
Yeah.
And they watch.
I'm like, of course you can watch. And here's a gun.
You got some money? You wanna shoot this thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We had one guy show up at the RC race a couple of weeks ago looking to buy a battery. Next thing you know, he was in the race.
Yeah, same thing happens with 3 guns. Same. Does that happen with IPSC? It's got to happen with IPSC.
Absolutely not.
No, you need your black badge.
You have to have black badge.
Yeah. No, with 3 guns,
3 gunners are going to get us all sued. Get ranges shut down. Next thing you know, people on golf courses are getting shot.
Next thing you know, we're going to have more guns banned because there's not enough of us. We get more by having more people shoot, even if it's not to the standard that IPSC is at.
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. We need to get more women into shooting sports and then tell them, oh, you can't have that, sweetheart. Bless your little heart. You're not allowed to have that, right?
Okay, someone's calling in. Hopefully it's a hate caller here coming in. Did you just say sweetheart?
I did.
Caller, you're on the air.
Hey guys, I just couldn't let an opportunity go by to get some words in from the middle of the country here. I'm calling from Manitoba, so although Toronto likes to think it's the center of the universe. At least we're in the middle of Canada.
Yes, so. Actually look at a map. Thank you. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. How's it going in Manitoba, man?
Pretty good. We're getting a little bit cool, finally. Yeah.
Who's calling?
Sorry. This is Brian. I'm in the chat, too, there.
Oh, hey, Brian. Right on, man. Well, thanks for calling us, Brian.
Oh, I figured, like I said, got to get some words in from the middle of the country. Me and Adriel, by the time anybody ever asks Western Canada's opinion, everything's all said and done in Eastern Canada. So here Toronto has made up everyone's mind for them, and Eastern Canada is taking your money. Yep.
What little we have these days.
Yeah. Thank you for keeping our schools open, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's our pleasure. I figured all the education you guys can get, the better for us too. So.
Yeah. So
anyway, I was listening into the topic there you guys were just conversing about, and it seems to me if we get something like a Netflix, even a Netflix, just a single hour, 2-hour thing where they follow somebody like what would have been ideal is somebody following like Ryan Stacy throughout the season of a shooting sport, even if it's an hour and a half condensation of an entire season. That would be something that would hit a wide audience and could potentially help the sports.
Or even, I love Ryan, but I'm thinking even bigger. I'm thinking America, and I'm thinking Jerry, right? And the angle would be he's in his late 60s, and he's still competing at a world-class level, and they could showcase the fact that he's been doing this for decades and decades and is a legend and world record holder, yada, 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 you know what I mean? And who doesn't love a grampy, right? Like he looks like somebody's grandpa, and he would just be the perfect poster child for showcasing competition shooting and how it's mainstream and for regular people and stuff like that.
Well, you guys are talking about like Jerry Michalik was on Hot Shots? Hot Shots.
Yeah, I know, but that was still like...
That was 3-gun and a couple of other different shooting.
Well, Hot Shots was a bunch of regulars, and they would bring on professionals once in a while to like coach them or train them.
Well, there was one like that, and then there was one.
Oh
with
no,
just
never
pros.
mind. I'm thinking of Top Shot.
Yeah,
Top Shot was a reality TV show. Hot Shots, did that appear just like only
Mostly
on
3-gun.
ESPN or something?
Mostly 3-gun.
Yeah, it was mostly 3-gun.
That was a good one though. Good,
But no, he said Netflix.
Netflix as far as I know, Netflix is anti-gun. Maybe Amazon.
Everyone's cutting their cables, so you gotta hit the the new
the cable
services before they become the new cable.
Amazon Prime, maybe they'd take it. They seem to be willing to take like pretty much anything.
Yeah, doing it, drinking water.
And we got to option. And even tell Rod to option downrange to Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Well, it's already done. So they really just got to give them the files for it. So.
Yep. Yeah. Now it goes to the internet as soon as it hits the air, right?
Yeah. Yeah. We got.
I love that.
I did have one other question too, going back a little bit further in conversation when we're talking about taking people to the range. What's your opinion on if you're taking somebody new to the range, should you give them every opportunity, as many guns as you can bear to bring to the range for them to try, or should you pick 3 and just get them interested with those 3? And what would you pick for that?
It depends on the person, for one. Like I had Snuffy out to the range his first day. He was out there for 3 hours and he shot everything I owned at the time pretty much. And then I had a TV crew out there one time. It was just a husband and a wife, and it was just like a .22 rifle and a pistol. So it really depends on who you're bringing and what you know about them, what you think they're capable of handling. So
I like to bring a .22 rifle because everyone loves a .22 rifle, .22 pistol, 9mm pistol, an AR-ish, something that's like an AR. An AR would be ideal, but too late for that.
Because it gets them over that, right? It's just another gun.
And they find like, oh, actually, a shotgun to break clays. Some people find, you know what? I would much rather shoot that AR than shoot the shotgun. I don't like the recoil, right?
Yeah. Never wrong with Joe Biden.
And then depending on who it is, like a milsurp, because some people are like, oh, I just really want to shoot a Mosin Nagant. I really love shooting them in these video games. It's like, okay,
everyone wants to shoot a Mosin Nagant once.
Until they do, yep.
Yeah, they shoot and they're like, oh,
what do you mean? What do you mean 15-year-old boys carried this in World War II?
Yeah, it's like, oh, I paid, $300 for this, so I bet I can get $300 for it back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like that variety because, and again, none of those are big kickers other than the shotgun with target loads, because I just don't like introducing the idea like there's a lot of recoil with them because I don't need to.
One of my pet peeves is watching those YouTube videos where they hand some woman like a 12-gauge shotgun with slug load.
To ensure she's afraid for life after that.
Yeah.
I guarantee they're almost all made in America or other places that have unlimited access, pretty much to firearms.
It's pretty much an explanatory video on how to turn somebody into an anti-gunner.
Yeah, exactly. So, start with stuff that's easy to shoot, like recoiling, fun.
You can progress up to the other stuff. It's all about like trying to figure out where their comfort level is. My goal is to try to give them like a wide exposure to a lot of different guns, but also like maybe get them something that they like. So afterwards they're like, you know what? How hard is it to get a PAL? I kind of want to get a PAL and get a .22 rifle. I really like that. And at least get them like started on that little bit. And then it's like, okay, you got the .22 rifle. Now you got to go to do a maple seed. Now you got to go to CRPS. Now you got to do an ORPS, right? And you can start getting them down that train of more and more and more.
Yeah, it's getting the hooks in.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll let you guys go and see if there's anybody else in the line, but keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to keep listening.
Thanks, man. Appreciate the support.
Thanks for coming on.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, the .22 rifle, and then maple seed, and then the pistol, and then black
100%.
badge.
100%. Yeah. There's a progression. You don't start with crack, right? You got to graduate to fentanyl.
Fentanyl's cheap. Yeah. Yeah, maple seed. The other thing that's nice about maple seed and those like maple seeds, we have decent female representation.
Oh yeah.
Like the last one I did had out of 12 people, four women, which is pretty good. Like at a 3-gun match, I might have like one female out of like 40 people. Whereas like maple
better
seed's
odds than you
really
had in high school.
Yeah.
You did grow up to work with computers. I'm just saying.
I did. There was girls in computers too. Yeah.
On the screen on YouPorn. That's not,
That's new, man. The olden days is like a dial-up. It's going like one line at a time. Come on. Just to find out, like, I've seen this one before.
All right, let's give it another like 2 minutes, and if no one else calls in, we'll move on. What do you say?
Well, we could talk about your T97, and if anyone wants to call in during, then we'll be happy to take them.
All right.
All right. Listener feedback is sponsored by Armory DC Gunsmith. Armory DC Gunsmith is a full-service gunsmith who specializes in firearms refinishing. He offers hot bluing, parkerizing, Cerakote, rust bluing, blue bluing, black bluing, as well as wood refinishing. Check out his online inventory of new and used guns, firearms accessories, optics, Leatherman, and more at tcgunsmith.ca. I'm just slowly adding more and more and just seeing what you'll notice.
That's good.
Yeah. Right now he's got the Narenko. No, you said he sold out though, right?
I said chances are that because you guys announced it last week, he may have sold out, including the one I suppose we have on layaway.
Okay, so go buy Trevor's gun out from under him. It's a Narenko Type 97 Gen 3. Buy it so that Trevor is empty-handed.
When you call, say, I want the one that Trevor put away. I want to take it from him. Screw
That's the good
guy.
one, right? You put that good one separate to the side for him.
Yeah. And you know what? The bastard will give it to you, too. And make me wait for another one. And that policy is called making money.
Customers first.
Yeah. Sell now.
The customer's always right.
Yeah, that's right. Cash now. Gun. Yeah, exactly. Oh, you have cash now? You have Trevor's gun now. See how that works? Commerce. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Capitalism. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
No new callers in, so why don't we get into some of the feedback? First one's an email from Jake via Instagram. Hey, I've been listening to the podcast for a while, and it is perfect for all the driving I do for work. I've been thinking about getting into a 3-gun competition. Is there a website?
Say that. Where does it say that?
What?
It says
into a gun competition.
Right. So your mind is so just polluted with this 3-gun stuff. Everything is a 3-gun competition. The word 3 does not appear in that sentence.
I saw it. I saw it in there.
I'm glad that you did say that because Jake doesn't tell us what kind of gun competition. He says
Alberta. So sorry, Jake. It's 3-gun.
Okay. Well, what I did
also IPSC.
Was I provided some URLs for Jake. So Jake, you didn't say what kind of gun competition you wanted. So there's the Alberta Rifle Association.com. There's the Alberta Handgun.org. And there's the abshooters.org /Alberta-handgun-association.html. You can find all those by simply Googling. Are you ready? Alberta shooting.
Or if he's in the if he's around Edmonton, 3-gun, you got to go on Facebook, go find your local range, join their Facebook group and check it out. If you're in the south of Alberta, IPSC. South of Alberta is like very IPSC heavy. If you're around Calgary,
there's also like there's bullseye shooting. There's so many different disciplines. I know. I don't know
what you're talking about. Bullseye is that like when you're shooting a paper and there's like you get in the middle?
Yes.
In the X.
Yes. And this is me butt stroking you with my 870 because you won't shut the fuck up. There's tons.
There's PRS all over. There's PRS all over.
There's going to be P all over you. You don't shut the fuck up for a minute. There's tons of different shooting disciplines in Alberta, man. He didn't specify. Quick Google search. You can find all these different shooting associations and see which one tickles his fancy. And in the end, he'll go to IPSC because unlike you, he's not retarded.
Oh, the other possibility, he could go for Clays.
What? No. Jesus.
I'm glad that you're writing it off as I am.
So you're running. My goodness, poor Jason Philp right now. But like the whole time Jason Philp has been yelling, right? Like, shotgun sports, for the love of God, shotgun sports.
You shoot the trap and there's skeets and all that other kind of stuff. Yeah.
You shoot the skeets.
What you Google, like you may want to change it depending on what sport you want to shoot, because those associations, some of those I've never heard of, and I'm not sure if they run competitions or not. Realistically, check out your local range, because your local range will have something that they're heavy into, and that kind of dictates what you'll be shooting, unless you can drive further to another range. We do have another caller on the line here, though, so maybe they got some opinions around what we should be recommending for Jake. Let's pull them on. So, caller, you're on the air. What kind of shooting sport should we be recommending for Jake?
All of them, obviously.
Okay, yeah, that's another option. Yeah,
sounds like Kyle. Who is this?
Straight into cowboy action.
Oh, Jesus!
Cowboy action.
That's worse than shotgun. Who is this?
It's Doug Mead.
Oh, Doug! Doug, where are you now? You're gone. You're left, and I'm following you on Instagram. Where are you exactly?
I'm near about Peterborough.
Okay, so you're in Ontario.
Yeah, well, dude, pretty much.
So good of you to call in. How have you been since you left?
Busy, very busy.
Yeah, busy work. Busy. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm working at a campground, summer resort kind of thing. So
awesome.
The summer season is very busy.
Okay, cool. Are things winding down, or?
Just starting to, but this winter is looking like it's going to keep being busy because all the snowbirds are not able to fly south this year. So
right. So Doug, you may or may not know this, but I always love to compare notes between IPSC associations from one province to the next, because just like the Firearms Act, it's implemented differently in every province. And now, for my own curiosity, and sometimes I'm critical, sometimes I'm complimentary about how the other side lives. What was it like for you to join IPSC Ontario and get into a match? How was that? Like, what's it compared to from home?
It was a bit confusing at first. It's a different process, because like none of the registration or anything's done on Practice Score. Like finding matches was hard to find because you got to go to their website and then you have to get a login and you have to do all that. But
they do love their bureaucracy in Ontario.
Yeah, and then where was the other? You have to go to a certain spot on the website and you register there and send EMTs, whereas IPSC New Brunswick, it's just log in on Practice Score and sign up for the match wherever your match is on Practice Score.
Right, and even pay.
A whole lot. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But once I figured it out, it was not too bad, but took a little bit to figure it out.
Well, in Ontario's defense, Ontario's been running this system and it works for them, and they've been running it long since before Practice Score. So there may be just we've always done it this way, it's not broken, we're not going to change kind of mentality. I can't say for sure, but I know the system has been around longer than Practice Score, and it works for them. So you're going to their house, you have to adapt to their ways, I guess. So and
it's not too bad.
How was the match? Was it a level 1, level 2?
The one that I went to was a level 2. I missed they had a level 3 there a couple weeks before that I missed, but it was a pretty solid match. But
cool.
I think
challenge wise
for level 2.
Pardon me?
I think there was like 70 some people for a level 2.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing, right? They have the largest section in Canada. There's like over 1,000 IPSC members in Ontario alone. So their matches sell fast, and they get 70, 100, whatever. And a lot of their matches, Doug, are level 1s because that's all their ranges can accommodate. Because unlike in New Brunswick, their ranges are super full, lots of members, and they share with all the other shooting sports, right? So it's hard to put a match at a range there. So, but challenge-wise, it was pretty good.
Yeah, not too bad. I was pretty rusty. I didn't do very well at all, but I got a mic on everything, single stage, I think. But it was lots of fun.
You're making us look bad out here. What are you doing?
It was my first match with my shadow. I haven't actually shot a match with my shadow yet.
Oh, wow. You've had that for quite a while now.
Yeah, since February, but
right. I didn't give you your black badge, did I?
No, that was Larry.
Perfect. Okay, so you miss all you want. It's not on me.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh shoot! What was the other thing I was going to ask you?
You should have shot better if you shot it with your shadow. It practically does the shooting for you.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember one time seeing Doug practicing after he had seen him in a match. I met him at a match, saw him in the match. Was like, he's too good for being this new. And then I walk around the corner, another range trip. He's at the range. I walk around the corner. He's practicing weekend, which of course I'm always preaching, right? Do every drill 3 times, strong hand, weekend, freestyle. I'm like, Doug, don't do that. Nobody practices that. That's a myth. So you don't actually need to do that.
Yeah. Well, it was nice there because, like, I could do that. I was living 10, 15 minutes from the range. It's not, I could go there after work every day pretty much and practice. But here, my range is, an hour away?
Oh,
it's a little bit harder. But
yeah, that Woodstock range is second to none.
Welcome to my world. Ranges, all my ranges are an hour away.
So what else going on, Doug?
Not much right now. Just, I'm hoping to get some more matches in now that the summer season's over, but with Ontario rolling back into more restriction lockdown stuff, I don't know. It's not looking great.
Come back to Woodstock. They're in yellow.
Yeah, I wish. I'm supposed to go back for my orthodontist appointment, but I don't have time to take 2 weeks for quarantine, but lots of fun.
That's right. When you get here, you'd have to lock down for 2 weeks.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So long term, do you see yourself in Ontario, or you just went out for this particular job, or what?
Yeah, I'm out for this job. They want me for at least the next year. Don't know what's going to happen after that, but it should be interesting. It's a fun job.
Weren't you off building orphanages somewhere last year?
Yeah, that was in March. That was right before the lockdown hit. We were going down to fix some plumbing, put some indoor plumbing in an orphanage in Ethiopia.
Because like you or your dad was like from an Ethiopian orphanage or something, or did I make that up just for the story and being funny?
Well, my dad grew up in Ethiopia. His parents were like dorm parents kind of thing at an orphanage there.
Yeah.
So that's where he grew up, not at that specific orphanage, but
2 questions.
He grew up in the area.
2 questions. 1, is it true the Ark of the Covenant is in Ethiopia? And 2, do we have more Facebook likes in this orphanage? Go.
The first one, I have no idea. The second one, yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think. Oh yeah, you got to
Very good.
So, listeners, go find out which orphanage Doug fixed the plumbing at, and then I like the page. Take a screenshot.
Yeah.
You couldn't say if the Ark of the Covenant was there anyways. I don't know why you even asked that. Obviously, you can't say.
They would have whacked him like right away.
Mm-hmm.
No more Doug. Yeah, sorry, Doug.
The secret society would have killed him.
Interesting walking down the streets and seeing the cops walking by with AK-47s. That's always interesting.
Wow. Now, okay, fair. But can you own one when you're there?
Nope. No, the public isn't allowed. Only military, police.
Well, I don't understand. If the public is not allowed to own guns, why do the police own guns?
I don't know. Spooky.
Right? Weird. Maybe it's because criminals have guns anyway? Can't be. They have laws and stuff.
I don't know when they changed that, because when my grandfather was living there, he had what was it?
An AK,
Yeah, no. I think he had a Lee Enfield for predator protection when he was there, but yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah. 2-legged predators, no doubt.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool, man. All right. Well, thanks for giving us a jingle, man. It's definitely good to connect with you and see how you're making out. And you come back home, let me know, man.
Yeah, I'm hoping to make it back for a match sometime if the restrictions ever let up. But
if everything goes according to plan, Nationals will be at Restigouche. Muffin's the match director.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, if you just make it back for one, make it back for that.
Definitely.
Cool, man. All right, good talking to you. Take care of yourself. Stay safe.
Yeah, you too. Have fun.
All right, later, man.
Bye.
Bye. That was cool.
Yeah. We were on the part where the second email. Do you want to take the email from Josh there?
Josh says, "Hi guys. A few things have crossed my mind. First, I'm sure the world is curious about Kelly's new gray birch barrel on her 22 and what she thinks of it. Love it, hate it, improved accuracy, Better heat dispersion, worth the money. Well, she comes on. Why don't we, you know what? We're going to keep this email for when she comes on so she can answer all those questions, because like all of Josh's emails, it's all about Kelly. Just saying. So we'll let Kelly handle Josh's email.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Sound good? All
Makes
right,
sense.
cool.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm just too lazy to finish reading it. We'll let Kelly decide.
Probably gets harder to read the more whiskeys you're in. And
Okay.
I don't know how much you got left in that bottle, but I'm willing to bet it's like glancing the bottom of it.
No, it hardly looks like I touched it, actually. And I even screwed up and caught myself drinking water. Instead of drinking the mix instead of the whiskey.
There's your problem.
There's my problem.
Yeah.
Yep. You're putting too much water in your whiskey. All right. Yeah, okay, do the thing.
Yeah. We'll come back to that later. If you'd like to send this show an email, send it to slamfireradio@gmail.com. And we'll give you bad advice on what kind of gun places to go to, what kind of competition to shoot. We'll give you our personal opinion as fact, is what we'll do.
Yeah.
We'll misread your email and we'll say it's 3-gun even when you said gun competitions. Like we'll do whatever we have to put our own personal agenda into your words. Podcast app reviews.
Totally reasonable. There are none.
Yeah,
no one
there are
uses
none.
them.
No one reviews podcasts anymore these days. But if you want to, if you can figure out how, try to doing that. That's neat. Patreon supporters, if you have not gotten your patch, send me a Facebook message or something, because I've got like a mountain of stuff on my plate right now. And
I'm going to do a survey. I'm going to conduct a survey.
Mm-hmm.
Email us and tell us what you think of this idea. One of the considerations is that we change the... Actually, no, I didn't even run that idea by you guys, so I can't run it by the listeners. But it's about Patreon. It's an idea I have to make another new incentive for the Patreonies.
Is it that we dance for them or something like that? Like, is that why
dance,
you're
dance?
Dance, yeah. I mean, I can. I don't know if anyone wants to pay for that.
They will pay us not to dance.
Ah, I get it. Yeah. I like it. I like your idea. Yeah.
You're welcome.
We can fully implement this without asking anyone else.
You're right. So, dear listeners, if you'd like us to not dance during the show, pay up, bitch.
Otherwise,
we're dancing.
The next one's going to be ugly. Yeah.
Right?
The COVID has not been kind to my body. And
I look like I've been ravaged by a disease. I lost so much weight. Look, you can count my ribs. Can you see that? You can actually see my ribs through my black t-shirt. Skinny as shit, man.
Yeah, I'm
under 190 pounds.
Ooh, that's very good.
That's a lightweight.
I am 210, but like
you're so tall. No, 210 on you looks like 180 on me though.
You can also help support the show by going to our website, clicking on the little Cabela's button. Oh, I'm gonna add the Amazon one.
Oh, did it get approved?
I signed up for the Amazon thing.
That was Mr. Uzi's idea. Mr. Uzi, thank you. He's like
texting me about it.
I have an Amazon affiliate. I spend millions on Amazon. I'm like, you know what? There's a lot of gun stuff on Amazon. But even if there's not, everyone shops on Amazon.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it works the same where you can like just send someone to Amazon and then like everything afterwards like gets attributed to us. I think they have to buy it in that session. But still,
it's something.
Yeah.
So
and you're right. They do have a bunch of stuff. They've got like holsters and
not just that. They had this deal on these 4 large ammo cans in a tray, and then you buy the other tray and you put on top, and it's a stackable unit type thing like Tupperware. You know what I'm talking about?
No, why didn't you send me a link? If you come across a good deal, you got to send me a link. I don't care what it is. If it's a good deal, I want to know about it.
Yeah, all right. It's like $57. It's ridiculous. They stack in the back of your SUV.
4?
Yeah, I'm going to find it right now. Stand by.
Well, I guess I can continue on with the other stuff while you're finding that. Shout outs. Do you have any shout outs? Shout outs to all the guys who are going to the match without you and sticking it in your face.
Those guys. I love you guys, and it sucks that I can't be down there to get made fun of in person. And shoot all alphas, no mics, stay safe. Shout out to Kelly. So you couldn't join us tonight. You had stuff to do.
She did just texted us a minute ago here saying that she just got there and she's setting up in the dark.
Yeah,
She's doing she's doing some maple seeds. I'm doing a maple seed tomorrow, but like I just set up in the morning because why not?
Here it is. It's 4 ammo cans. Called the MTM ammo crate. 4 cans in like a tray, and it's like a.
Let's get this out on a tray,
dude.
Nice.
Man, it's $78. I'm sending you the link right now. You can post this link if you want.
Once I encode it.
Right.
Once I make it so it's like, hey, if you want to buy this like Credo ammo thing,
I put it in.
I got to get some other stuff.
I put it in our Zoom chat. Paste. This thing is amazing.
Okay, I got to pull this up.
That's like the number one thing to buy off
of
Amazon.
Interesting.
Ain't that something?
Interesting.
See the picture where it's in the back of the Jeep?
Second. Are these like 50 cal cans or are they like 30?
Yeah. No, 30 cal ammo cans.
30 cal. Yeah.
They're 23.5 by 11.5 by 7.5.
Whoa. I never take that much ammo to the range, but it's cool. You can.
Take it to war. And look, dude, you can even get it with a lid.
There's the lid. And then a couple like little
that's a different
locks.
box. That's a different box. That's a different box. That's called
ammo
the
crate.
MTM ACR 418.
Yeah.
It holds 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 boxes of 12 gauge ammo perfectly. Amazon, man, they got some gun stuff.
Tie downs.
You can buy all of that, the 4 ammo cans in the crate, the other ammo crate, and 2 combo locks for $122. It costs more than $122 to take your wife and kid to dinner and a movie.
Well, no one's doing that these days, but
this is worth so much more.
Point still stands. Yeah,
you can spend time with your family at home, or on weekends, depending on what the court says. Whatever.
No, too much time. Gotta go. Gotta go to the range.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you have any shoutouts?
I did them already. Pay attention.
Okay.
Keep up.
No. I refuse.
No. Paying attention is not something I'll do.
Yeah, not today. Finally, check us out on Gun Owners of Canada. Like us on Facebook. Join the CCFR. Reach out to your provincial legislators about the upcoming handgun ban. We've been telling you guys to reach out to your municipal. Cool. Now reach out to your provincial ones because they might be able to block them. If you get enough support at the provincial level, you might be like Alberta or Saskatchewan where they're like, you know what? You want to try doing this? No, we're not going to let any of our municipalities do this kind of thing. And that's always an option. You could talk to your if your local city council is too woke and won't listen to you. Try talking to your province because municipalities are constructions of the province, and maybe they could put a law in that'll stop them from getting too far. And we'll see you next week.